Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get-together live here on Facebook. I'm still looking a little magenta. I need to fix my color balance after coming back from 3 weeks of broadcasting from the Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, but I'll take care of that sometime in the near future. What's important is that we are here to connect with news and headlines with each other. And that is wonderful. I hope you had a great weekend. I had an amazing weekend. It was just catching up with things around the house and getting myself back into the mindset of broadcasting and working from home, which was absolutely wonderful. I didn't leave the house yesterday, and I'm so proud of it. It's not even funny, but today is a good day to be out and about and getting ready for the rest of the week. Today, of course, is Monday, August 19, and I hope you had a good weekend. I have all kinds of news because on Saturday, as you may recall, we decided to put non-urgent news to the side. So today we're having a combo of the news that we collected over the weekend, plus what came up this morning. Plus, I have a great bit of news regarding music appreciation presentations. My most recent ambient music was recorded live, and it's ready for you to watch, and I'll have details about that in a little while. In fact, we will also have a little preview of it if you wish to watch it. If you don't wish to watch it, well, maybe that'll be an opportunity to spend 3 minutes refilling your coffee shop, because I'm going to play it anyway. Let's start with the news for today. And of course, let us put the news, where they belong. And once again, Mayor-elect Luis Munguía continues to reach out to Puerto Vallarta's sister cities. This time around, he traveled to Boulder in the state of Colorado in the United States, where he was welcomed by the city's mayor, Aaron Brockett. During his visit, Munguía was able to secure some donations from the Boulder Firefighter Squad. And it is worth mentioning that this is the third trip of its kind that Munguía has made to a sister city in the United States, something unheard of with previous mayors. And everything seems to indicate that he is doing these trips out of his own pocket, or so it seems. And this is good news. He hasn't even started working, but he's already working, which is great. Now, we love it when it rains. It's good for the environment, and it's good to lower humidity in the city. Of course, rain also brings out flooding in certain areas. And this news note showcases street flooding where there is not supposed to be one, right where the northbound lateral road along Medina Ascencio was just built. Yes, why are we having pools of water and flooding? Well, apparently in the process of rebuilding the lateral road at the intersection with Hamburgo Street, workers raised the street level enough for the water to accumulate, and they did not build a storm drain. Now, isn't that lovely for the dwellers of that particular block? You know, it's an eye roller. It's an eye roller. And this is interesting news. Completion of the Abasolo Street stretch in El Centro that leads up to the La Cruz lookout has been authorized by City Hall. Apparently, the work was begun previously out of the pocket of residents and neighbors of the street, but this attempt may not have been completely in alignment with city guidelines, so it was shut down for some time. But now it's back, it's being worked on, and when completed, it will allow vehicles to get to the bottom of the stairs that lead to the lookout, I believe. So it will be fun to try those stairs again. I haven't been up that way since the beginning of the pandemic, and the last time I tried, I swore to myself that I wouldn't try to climb all the way up to El Mirador, but you know, it's nice to change your mind from time to time. By law, now this is definitely an eye roller, by law, all political parties must remove their propaganda, their advertisements, their billboards from public places after an election is over. The latest election in Puerto Vallarta was over this past June. So why hasn't Morena removed theirs? Well, that is a very good question, isn't it? Hold on to this knowledge as it may come handy when election time returns. At present time, of course, the reaction from locals has been, why would we trust a political party that does not know how to keep their own promises and their responsibilities, by the way. And this is good news primarily for the city of Guadalajara. After 15 years of construction and controversy, the El Zapotillo Dam was inaugurated by President López Obrador, guaranteeing clean water supply for Guadalajara for the next 50 years. Also present at the inauguration were President-elect Claudia Sheinbaum and Jalisco Governor Enrique Alfaro. And what was the controversy about, you may wonder? Well, the original plans would have required for some small towns to relocate, and this was met with a lot of justified resistance. Fortunately, as far as I understand, nobody had to go anywhere else. Everybody's happy, and this is very, very good news. And finally, before we turn over to the weather forecast, the latest tropical storm to form in the Pacific Ocean is called Gilma. And by the time it develops into a hurricane, it will be so distant from our coast that it will pose no threat. Now, let us take a quick look at what is happening with our weather. And let me put the weather on my second screen. Fuck balls, it's partly cloudy. That's what snarky weather has to say. What matters is that we are now enjoying 28 degrees Celsius. Humidity is at 81%. And our weather forecast says mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 36%, a high of 32, and the low of 22. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 51%, a high of 32, and a low of 23. And Wednesday, thunderstorms in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 72%, a high of 32, and a low of 23. And this is all absolutely wonderful. And moving, yeah. Sorry about that. Something just crawled in there for a moment. Moving right along, I do have other things that I want to share. And the big surprise is that I spent the weekend editing my most recent music appreciation presentation, Soundscapes of Serenity. And it is available for you to enjoy on demand. For you to be able to do that, I'm going to leave the link to my Buy Me a Coffee shop where you can watch this presentation for $5 US if you are a Coffee and Headlines subscriber, and $15 US if you are not a subscriber. $5 for members, $15 for non-members. And just to give you a taste of what the presentation looks like, I put together a little feature of the first 3 minutes so that you can get a sense as to what these presentations are like in case you haven't attended. Take a look. Welcome, welcome everybody to Soundscapes of Serenity. I hope the title has given you a hint to the fact that today's musical choices should be very, very relaxing. That is because by definition, ambient music, as we will learn, can be enjoyed either on the foreground or on the background. Today, we are going to enjoy them on the foreground. We're going to pay attention to them. This may seem a little bit challenging, and you may find it difficult to listen to one mellow track after the other, So just think about it as a gift to escape this afternoon of really bad heat, to be enclosed in this more comfortable room for 90 minutes, discovering new music. As usual, we're going to start with what you can expect today. We're going to take a small review of the building blocks of music so that we can understand what music is built from and how that relates to ambient music in particular. Then we're going to embark in Prelude to Ambient Music, which is 4 specific newsworthy happenings that I found that predate ambient music as we know it, but I think they inform a lot of what ambient music is. That'll help us come to a working definition of ambient music. Then we will briefly explore ambient music in other media. We're going to discover that ambient music and film and ambient music and video games are tied by the hip. We're going to take a quick dive into ambient music subgenres, but don't get nervous about this. Everything that we're going to look at today, the bottom line, regardless of whether it is this kind of ambient or that kind of ambient, the bottom line should always be, does it speak to you or does it not? So let's not think too much about the labels. Then we're going to look at a few selected works that I happen to love and I hope you will enjoy as well. And last but not least, because I am a Macintosh iOS kind of dude, I'm going to share 2 iPad and iPhone applications that are essential, in my opinion, for anyone that enjoys ambient music. And for those of you that are here today for the first time, you will get a playlist. At the end of every music appreciation presentation, I share a playlist from Spotify that I built with all the music that we're going to discuss today so that you can go and explore it on your own time and space. So, we're going to talk first about the building blocks of music. What is music made of? Does anybody have any idea?
Blocks.
Huh?
Blocks.
Blocks. Did you have more alcohol this afternoon?
Tones.
Music's 3 fundamental blocks are rhythm, melody, and harmony. Harmony, rhythm, and melody are the 3 fundamental elements of music. And so it goes. This is going to be broadcast live. Let me go back to this for a second. We're going to premiere it tomorrow at 5 o'clock local time. And I will be watching along tomorrow just to make sure that everything is okay. And after that, if you don't want to watch tomorrow at 5 and because you're not available or whatnot, you can watch this whenever you want, anytime after tomorrow at 5. So that should give you a taste of what goes on at my music appreciation presentations. There's always a lot of reasons to laugh, and I really enjoy sharing wonderful music with those people that join me. Moving right along, the local cruise terminal has announced the opportunity to watch cruise ship arrivals up close 3 times this month. And this is something that, to my knowledge, has not been done before. If you've ever wanted to watch cruise arrivals, you know, you just couldn't do it because you cannot enter the the terminal. The dates are tomorrow at 7:10 a.m., August 27 at 8:50 a.m., and August 30th at 9:40 a.m. And of course, the vantage point is right next to the ocean, so this should provide a great opportunity for photographers out there and for the general public. This, of course, is free of charge. Now, I love a good deal. Sorry, I have an itchy beard. I love a good deal when I see one, and this recent Facebook post from my friend Tony Mora of La Bodega de Tony Store and Wine Bar caught my attention. It is an artisanal beer tasting in which you can choose to try 3 different beers out of a choice of 5 for 130 pesos without something to eat, without a bite pairing, and 240 pesos if you want to try the beer with a small bite pairing. And I say bite because that's what the venue specializes in, but even if it's just a tapa bite, La Bodega de Tony is a comfortable air-conditioned place where you can shop for wine, beer, and other spirits and enjoy a lovely meal. So it's not a full-fledged restaurant, but you can, between tapas and the occasional special dishes, it is a great place to enjoy a nice meal with your friends. What else do we have? Oh, a bit of must-have Mexican culture. This may not be in our list of you're not an English-speaking local until you try, but Lucha Libre is coming to La Lija. And Lucha Libre Mexican style, you know, it's one of those things that in my book, anybody that is not from Mexico should try at least once. I went once before here in town, and I learned so many curse words which were emitted primarily by women. It is so funny to watch the ladies of a certain age to feel empowered by being able to yell and curse and do all these things. And there were a couple of English-speaking locals that were either terrified or mesmerized or maybe didn't want to be spotted there or what do you know. Anyhow, this is coming to La Lija, not until October, Saturday, October 5th, but it's going to be a lot of fun. General seating is 300 pesos, which is less than half the price of a ticket at any of those entertainment venues in Emiliano Zapata, and quite possibly just as entertaining as any of their shows, if not more. Am I going to be there? You bet your ass I'm going to be there. And last but not least, speaking of being there, I want to remind you that the Spotlight is coming back this Wednesday at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork upstairs at the coffee shop. So if you have anything on your mind, if you have a product or a service that you want to let a captive audience know about, if you have an upcoming event that you would like to promote, it is free. All you have to do is show up. Well, first of all, you need to fill out the registration form so that you know you're coming. And then you can either show up there and we can conduct the interview in person, or you can join us via webcam if that is more convenient to you. Although we rather favor the person-to-person encounters because they allow for more lively discussion. And speaking of lively discussion, I think this brings us to your comments. But hey, let's hear the jingle one more time. And here we are. Hold on. Ooh, there you go. A little better. Anyhow, let's take a look at your comments from this morning. It is always great to see your greetings. Let's see. Many good mornings, which I appreciate. Thank you. Welcome back to our city, Salam. It's great to see you in town. A what the fuck parrot moment? Oh, sure, why not? Let's see. Hold on just a second. Here we go. There you go. Oh, we love our parrot. Jim, it was so good to bump into you the other day. If I wasn't a pothead, I would remember where. Oh, of course I remember where. We were at Thirst Gaze at El Rey Lounge in Versailles. Thirst Gaze may become my new watering spot because it's such a sweet place and it's comfortable and it's fun. Although this Thursday we're doing ARETHA, so we may or may not make it to El Rey Lounge afterwards. Let's see. Yay, Pamela. I am so glad that you will be able to see this. It should be a lot of fun. And thank you for that, Stan. Stan was present at the presentation, so I very much appreciate your endorsement. Oh, Larsito. I am so happy that you're coming back into town. As everybody knows, Lars is so important in my life. He is the best friend anybody could ever have. He is gentle when I need gentle, and he is pushy when I need to be pushed around. He's got a great sense of humor, and he loves being in Mexico like very few people I know. So my friend, it is great to see that you're coming back after a week and a half of being a hotelier for our friends David and Scott. Safe travels, drive carefully, and I hope to see you soon before Thursday, and if not, Thursday during ARETHA. Let's see what else we have. Devin says, hi everyone, reasonable beer. Well, yeah, those are great prices, I think. And Luisa says, oh my God, Las Luchas, you must go. You know we are going. And Lars confirms that we are so definitely going to go see the Lucha Libre. Angelica says, I used to watch them with my parents sometimes in the TV. It is funny. Well, it is nothing compared to watching them live. I so look forward to this. It's not even funny. Then there's a cue here from Susie. Hello, Susie. Susie asks, any idea or update on the possibility of Encanto reopening? We so much enjoy the quality, quantity, and variety of the performances. It was so awesome, and we miss it when in Puerto Vallarta. Thanks for any information. I know that the Encanto building is for sale, and I have not heard anything about Encanto itself coming back. It is nice to see that some other venues in town have sort of reinvented themselves to the best of their ability to offer live performances. For some, the charm at Encanto was the upstairs piano bar. For some, the charm was the downstairs because it was a great space for enjoying performers with undivided attention. But do we have any new places that can do that? Not right now. But I really appreciate that this is important to many, and of course we'll keep our eyes and ears open for any developments. Let's see. Nacho Libre style. Yes, that's precisely what it is. So everything is pretend. And not only is it great to watch the people of certain age cursing their way, but the children just love some of these heroes. So it'll be a lot of fun. Pamela says, we're going to Las Lucha for my birthday, always looking for a unique experience. Well, it doesn't get more Mexican than going to Lucha Libre. We leave Thursday for 3 weeks up north. I hope you repeat ARETHA, but maybe see it live. We are going to continue to record these. I will repeat some. I will not repeat others. I will repeat upon demand, and I will continue to videotape them whenever they happen. Lip sync is off with a question mark. I don't know what that is about. I see my lips moving at the same time, but I will check the small promo in case the lip sync off came from the promo. And that brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Thank you very much for joining me this morning, and thank you very much for your comments, ideas, and suggestions. We will be back tomorrow morning with more coffee, more headlines, more news, more connections, and between now and then, stay happy, stay dry, stay kind, stay out of trouble, or maybe stay in a little bit of trouble. Take care.